at some point we did experience homelessness.
Mm.
We did. So that's never left me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me question, big boy. Let me ask you something.
Boy!
Let me ask you something.
Big boy.
Welcome back, briefers, to the Friday Briefing Podcast.
Welcome
Another week. It's another Friday. I mean, yeah.
Another week.
Another Friday. Another crazy eventful week. Guys, I don't feel well. Guys, I feel like I'm basically trying to find...
That you were very feisty with the lady.
She made me wait. Bro, she made me...
she was very feisty.
No,
lady.
I wasn't
felt
feisty,
slightly
brother.
uncomfortable.
No.
Right
When
now.
we go to this prayer, it's a busy prayer. It's a prayer in the middle of the working
city, London.
Yeah. Right?
No, it's not.
It's like fast paced. I used to be a barista. I used to work at Starbucks.
But she was like, sorry.
No, because everyone that came in with us already got their drinks. A new batch of people came and I realized these people are all new and they're all getting their drinks. Where's the blueberry?
I'm just patient. I didn't really care.
Where's the blueberry? You know, you said to me, where's my drinks, Hannah?
No, I didn't. I said no. I said, I thought the one on the table was mine. I thought, but I didn't get a call out.
Also, we have a complaint. People keep saying we're talking over each other.
I know, but I don't think we are. I just think I
think this is disgusting. She made me the wrong drink. This tastes like medicine.
Does it?
There's no blueberry. Where's the blueberry?
Do you know what it is? This girl, you always experiment and then you regret what you're experimenting later. Why would you experiment?
Lordy. No, forget that. I'm not drinking that.
I saw blueberry.
Do you know when I'll drink it?
I saw blueberry latte and I said no.
She gave me blueberry latte and I said, can I have oat blueberry latte? Also, I didn't even
What's your
order?
What's your normal order when we go there? I don't remember. But anywhere though.
No.
Anywhere.
My coffee, anywhere, if I could get my dream coffee, it would be an iced cold brew, any syrup that I want. So maple, caramel,
syrup and coffee.
Maple, caramel, sugar-free, anything, vanilla. Right. The one I make at home and I always get it.
Yeah.
This one I make. Okay. Is it okay? French vanilla.
Why?
French vanilla.
Whoa. Why are you getting so passionate?
French vanilla, iced cold brew with vanilla cold foam.
What's that? That sounds American to me.
If a coffee shop can make that, sorry. If a coffee shop can make that, please.
That sounds American to me. What you just said.
When it's hot, when it's hot outside, a cold foam, cold brew. No. Cold brew is a 10 out of 10. When it's hot, anything from a French press coffee, so like an Americano is too watery, but like a French press coffee. And if you know Starbucks pre-boycott, that would have been their pike press. Barista hair that. Coffee doesn't taste the same to me. I just know.
Go away.
Yeah. Forget that. Anyways.
There's better places. Also, my one, everywhere. Soy vanilla latte vanilla.
Dead.
Soy vanilla latte, add vanilla. Or soy vanilla latte, that's it.
I don't really like the soy stuff.
It's because I can't have the milk stuff, babe.
You know what I need the UK to have?
What?
I need the UK to have a low calorie, the cookie milks. You know the milks in America that they have. You know
anything American don't bring in my way because they're just so dramatic with the flavors and everything.
Let me finish my point. Okay, remember the complaint in your head.
That's not a complaint.
It's a complaint. People are getting annoyed.
No, but this is just my rights of speaking.
You know what it is though? In our house, everyone fights to speak. So we have 6 sisters, guys. This is how we all speak.
But I don't feel like we're fighting to speaking. I feel like speak. Sorry,
we're so used to butting with it, like cutting each other off.
No, you say something and then
your point starts processing.
And then I say it.
But this is how we speak at home. So
if you don't want me to say it, then what? Like
it doesn't feel normal to be like you speak. Pause, I speak, pause, you speak, pause, I speak.
We can do that, but it's going to be so weird because that's just not how we speak.
Right, and I feel like...
Okay, you speak.
Do you know I'm shy?
And then if you pause when I'm speaking, it's like you forget your train of thought almost. Like, it's just weird.
It's just a bit strange. I just don't know. Like, when you grow up with siblings, you kind of all are fighting to get the last word in, but not really because this is just how we have conversation, including with like
This
parents.
is natural, bro.
Anyway, moving on from coffee, I need some sort of good banana-flavoured iced coffee situation in London, okay?
Banana.
This summer, I'm starting a series because I need that. I love banana, I love vanilla, I love caramel. Do you know what I mean?
Banana bread.
You know the banana pudding, New York banana pudding, whatever. I need someone to make that into a coffee, low calorie, into a coffee with a strong coffee, not watery, sugary nonsense. I will drink that all summer long. It's refreshing, it's cutesy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I imagine someone made a protein coffee though.
That already exists somewhere.
No, only like powdered form, like bulk do like protein coffee, but it's like powder form and it's a bit dead.
Protein coffee
Sorry, bulk.
The protein coffees taste a bit...
No, but it's in like one that tastes so banging and I'm getting enough protein. Like imagine.
I mean, yeah. One that...
And I'm drinking it because we drink coffee every time.
One that tastes really good, you're getting your enough protein and 10 out of 10.
Oh, but I think I would love a banana one. I love bananas.
I love bananas too. Maybe we should start our own coffee shop. You know what my retirement plan is?
I know, a tiramisu shop.
Yeah.
But I think people would actually buy tiramisu.
I know. my God, forget that. Last night on TikTok.
What?
Scrolling.
What?
Guess what I see?
What?
Chelsea Town Hall. Someone baked the longest bumpercluck tiramisu. The entire school building.
So are you trying to go in
The
competition?
entire school building, and everyone in this community comes in London, and
They
everyone
eat
gets
it.
a box, or entire box the size of my head and bigger than my head.
Chelsea
Town
They don't
Hall.
need that in Chelsea, man.
No one told me about this tiramisu. But the only thing I thought is, does it maybe have alcohol in it? Because I didn't see a lot of Muslims in the queue.
Okay,
But there were thousands and thousands
They
of
do.
people
A lot of them put
queuing.
alcohol in it for like extra.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of people queuing. And it's from like this French or Italian patisserie.
Oh my God.
And they made the longest tiramisu. It was like, you know the school hall when you sit in assembly?
Yeah.
The entire hall of table of tiramisu.
That's too much. Though.
One big fat
And
table.
did they sell it out?
But it's like a thing. Like, you know when they do London Flower Market and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Why did no one tell me about this?
But are you really?
Why did no one? I would have went, made it a day of it, brought back like 4 packets for her house, had it the entire week. No one told me. Apparently it happens in spring.
Also, can I ask something? If you ever do make the tiramisu coffee shop, you need to make a lactose, like a free one for the people.
Working project.
Because some people, do you know what I mean? They can't have milk.
Yeah, I feel like there needs to be a dairy-free alternative.
Because I love tiramisu. Like I used to love tiramisu.
There needs to be a dairy.
It's very unfair, actually. Actually, it's severely unfair. Because every time you make a fat one, then you make another fat one. And
you'd have to cry about it. Sorry. I mean, it's a work in progress. We will get there. You know what I mean? Guys, we're filming again in the morning, so we haven't woken up.
Oh
also, the journey here was really funny because I was literally getting so annoyed at you on the
She was
train.
getting mad at two. There's basically, there's a couple. I think they were a couple. And they're going on their
I
first
feel like they
trip.
were friends.
No, he likes her and she likes him. You could just tell. Bro, at every
They were
occasion.
doing Romeo and Juliet on the...
They were doing Romeo and Juliet on the
on
train.
the Elizabeth line. Who got time for that?
No, but it was just funny. But then you would get, she would be like, because it's because I didn't have my coffee, so I know I was there. I was drunk.
No,
I
she was getting
there.
and be like, guys, it's just the people behind me, and she just started laughing, and then I started laughing. I'm thinking, yeah,
The people
and
behind
then
you.
the more they were just talking, it was just like,
no, because he was like,
you shush?
he said something so silly. Like I was like, if I was her, I'd be like, what are you talking about? Just shush, because
it felt like they were just trying to make conversation so it wasn't awkward.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I
mean?
mean?
First time, I don't know.
And also, like, who goes on a date 8 a.m. in the morning?
I don't think it's date. I think they were going out of London because they got fat.
Why are you going out of London with someone you don't even know? It sounded like it was a first date vibe.
No, because he was like, well, you can go to Paris with your friend then if you prefer her. That's what he said as a joke. And I thought, that's when I went, oh.
But I don't think they're going to
Just
Paris
shush.
right now. I think they're maybe going later on.
She had a duffel bag. She had a little backpacks and stuff. And then he was like, oh, and then it's just so cringe. Why would you say you can go to a friend? And she was like, oh no, I didn't want to go with you. And I thought, give it a rest.
Can we cut to the check?
Give it a rest. And then she was like,
end the movie, please.
No, you know when I
shush.
started dying is when she said something like, she was like, oh, do you think we're going to get lost? And he was like, no, I've got an AI app that I can just put in and show me the arrows. Did you hear him say that? He's like,
I wasn't listening.
Like,
I zoned out.
I just go on my thing and then it tells me where to go.
That's actually smart though. I'm a big fan of AI.
Why don't you know how to use maps?
If you're going to a new city, you won't know.
No, as he's saying, he takes his camera out like a camera, like my face, hello, and he's putting it on the location and they tell them this way, arrow this way. Go on maps. You don't need an AI thing. How incompetent is that?
Right. Anyways, yeah. Also, disclaimer.
What? What are you gonna say?
Have you seen the lady talking to her ex-husband or whoever he is, a partner? Look for
Yes.
Philip
What's his Philip?
Mahamba.
Yes, I've seen that.
Something.
You said it to me.
Something.
Yeah. Philip Mahamba.
No, Philip something Manhamba something.
Yeah. Philip.
Can
Anyway.
we do a public announcement?
What's going on there?
If you're watching this,
But
and
what's
you
she
come
doing?
across. Basically, I think he's an idiot, deadbeat guy who just disappeared from his kids, from her videos
Okay, yeah.
for 7 years. She's got 3 or 4 kids. He disappeared. He hasn't seen them in 7 years. And she's basically at her wit's end. But I also think she's doing comedic.
It seems comedic to me. It's like satire.
At first, it seems serious. People are thinking, this woman's crazy. Who the hell is this woman?
Yeah.
And she kept
Going.
Philip Mahamba, zilililili, where are you?
Date of birth.
Everything. And then the internet found him.
Really?
Update. Internet found him.
You guys are so messy, man.
They
People are
found
messy.
where he works, and they found that he has another woman who's he's a baby daddy to another woman as well.
For 7 years, why is she doing it now though?
I don't know why she's doing it now. I
Because
really don't know what
maybe because it's part of the internet.
a part of the internet. Also, like
You could
I
hide
think
private
maybe he stopped
investigators.
child support or something like that.
Okay.
And she obviously is like, I want to take a break. I've been taking care of these kids for 7 years straight. I've never taken a break or even a weekend to myself. Like I need like. But my question is, why would you try to find a deadbeat
Dad,
baby
like, what's
father
gonna happen?
or dad
He's
or
not
whatever
collecting those kids.
when he's left you to do it for 7 years. Like I would not be able to trust it. But I don't know if it's
wouldn't
comedic for her or she's trying to build.
I think it's satire. I think she's like joking.
I don't think it's satire. I think she's genuinely serious and she's just going popularity. But I was looking at the comments. The comments are saying, this is how every woman who has a deadbeat dad, father to her babies, or baby father should address the baby father, like public embarrassment and shame.
No. Do you know why? The only reason I don't like that, the only reason I don't like that is that it's not about you. Like I can read you filth if I want, but then the kids are gonna see that later on. It's like, it's just not cute. Family dynamics. Also, what if they're like, oh, they're both incompetent?
For me, it's not even about the family. For me, it's like I don't want my kids to see me begging on the internet and embarrassing myself.
Yeah, also because it's embarrassing, but also because, oh my God, my mom's on the internet coming from other dad.
Like if I'm gonna publicly name and shame, I will publicly shame to people in my close life.
I would just go to court and tell that, like, demand it from the courts. Why would I have to do that online?
But if someone, it doesn't matter about court because
why?
The kids are obviously on the dad's birth certificate. I don't know for facts, but say for example they are. If he doesn't want to be in their life, there's nothing forcing him to be in their life.
But he has to still pay benefits.
He doesn't have to pay anything. The court can keep contacting and contacting.
Then ban it. What's the point of even doing that?
He can air you, move country, whatever. Like there's no law by force
to protect.
Nothing like that. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going on there saying.
But
what would the name even be? Would it be Philip? It would be. Huh? It'd be like what? A Somali name or?
I don't know, but there are. I mean,
that's too
I feel
much.
like if the Somali community did this, I just don't even think.
Well, I don't
even think they would get the support.
They wouldn't get support. They would tell them get offline. Do you know what I realized? I can't.
Women
Somali
will be cussing the woman who does it.
Somali community
toxic.
Not even toxic. A Somali community, like I can't lie. They will support. No, one thing about them, they hate you and love you. It's so weird.
It's so confusing.
It's so confusing. It's like an abusive relationship.
It's like an ex that you hate but you love.
No, it's an abusive relationship. Literally, it's an abusive relationship. They like you when they like you, and then they hate you when they hate. And when they hate you, everything goes up.
That's tragic. Like.
Yeah, you did.
My throat is dry.
Listen, you have to like the same things. You shouldn't try something new. I'm so sorry.
Don't try the blueberry latte.
Don't go to
blueberry latte.
I'm joking. No, but yeah, don't try something new. But the thing is, I feel like they love you and they love you and they hate you when they hate. And when they hate you, they hate you. And they take you through.
No. They love you.
No.
When you put your name next
even the love can be fabricated.
When you put your name next to Somali excellence and you've made so much money and they love you.
No, have you seen that?
No.
Have you seen that Somali lady? That's
Let me finish my point.
Okay, go.
When you put Somali excellence and you become so popular and you make money and because you're Somali and successful, they love you.
They don't, I don't think.
But from the zero to the success,
they
will drag you to kingdom come until they see you.
Kingdom come.
Kingdom come till they see
Game of Thrones in your head.
Yeah, no.
I'm watching House of Dragon.
I put her in House of Dragon. Until they see you successful, they will. Then when they're like, wow, my God, she's done this for this. She bought this, or she bought this for her family. And they see the success. Then they're like, that's my Somali blood.
Do you know what?
No.
Even Islamically though, like when people get,
you were gonna say something before that. That's what people find annoying, I think, because when we forget what we were about to say.
Because you come. I
said Kingdom Come. You said Game of Thrones. You were about to say something, and I said, wait, let me finish.
Game of Thrones. I got into it, and then like Targaryen, Zalarian, and Valerian, and they speak Vahili. What is it? What do they speak?
Valerian.
I'm in love.
Valerian or Valerian.
But no, my point. What I was saying is that
no, not Valerian.
It is Valerian. And she goes,
isn't Valerian steel is a sword?
They speak a language beginning with V. If it's not Valyrian, it's something like that.
Anyway, House of Dragon is really good.
It's really good. But you got to do a little skip-a-rooney on some of them, though. I'm not gonna lie. Some parts are skip-a-nooney. You have to skip that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was I gonna say is that they hate you or love you, and it's just funny because it's literally like a toxic, abusive relationship. Yeah. It's literally an abusive relationship.
No, I genuinely think if a Somali
woman...
no,
that's what I was gonna say. Sorry. Do you gonna remember what you said?
What did I say?
No, you remember what you're about to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what it is? They're forcing us to change how we speak.
Because it's not natural.
Lich.
Continue. But I was gonna. No, I forgot.
You're joking.
Wait. What was I gonna say? Lord, literally.
It's fine. Maybe you'll remember later on. Maybe you'll remember later on. Anyway, guys, we have a briefing box topic this week, and it's something I really want to talk about for a very, very long time. So you're going to introduce it because you actually planned this episode.
I planned it.
Goodness.
Yeah, don't play with me. So the briefing box. We never
There's
do
no
like
briefing.
No, but we never do it.
Oh Lord!
But I think there should be a briefing box.
No.
Okay, calm down.
It's not.
Calm down.
Oh,
okay. Lord, calm down. Let's get straight into it.
You need to hurry
But I always forget how to start this. Basically, what the topic is around is...
Just ask the question. Don't do the whole topic. Guys,
calm down. Thank you. You know, the power of speaking is very powerful.
Can you hurry up?
It's what you do every week. Sorry, guys, I'm drunk. It's too early. Okay, so before we get into it, in the briefing box today, we're talking about the first gen gamble.
Okay.
First gen gamble. It's when you come from a working class background and taking a risk isn't just a choice. It feels like a threat to everything your parents worked for. Let's unpack this. So there's like one version where people say like the class of it all. So like the reason why working class people do not like take risks in terms of like business or like financial like decisions or just like anything goal related is because they like feel like they are within a certain class where they're not able to do the same things as someone from like
a limiting belief.
A limiting belief, yeah. It's like this self-fulfilling prophecy. Like you learn like sociology when you're a kid.
Okay.
So it's like one like version like that. Then it's like the soft life versus like the grind. So they're like, you have to like always hard. Yeah, that's you. You have to like work hard. As in like you feel like the grinding thing. You have to always work hard.
Personally, I have opinions on the soft life thing, and people are not ready to hear what my opinion is, if I'm honest.
True.
People, I feel like, continue your thing first.
So for the class one, it's like if you didn't grow up hearing about stocks or startups at the dinner table, like starting a company feels like a foreign language for you. It does. Like if you don't know about anything, you're like, oh my God, wait, why would I put all this money in something that I'm still learning? Like it feels like a big risk. And then it's like Gen Z minority women often feel like imposters because they were taught how to be economically savvy. So we need to talk about how to be more resourceful and like help people, you know, like you can invest in certain things. It does like you're not gonna lose your money from investing. And I feel like it's like working class people or people from backgrounds where they work like 9 to 5, like you're not really working class, you're still middle class, like you've got a good job. But it's like you work paycheck to paycheck and you'd rather not use that money because you're thinking that's not financially responsible to put like £2,000 towards like something you're trying to start because you need that for this or you need that for that. But then you have the other spectrum where it's like people that come from people with like families money who just put stuff into stuff. But I've seen people that are self-made that they literally their last 100, their last 1,000, they put in something that they want to do. Like they don't care. It's like they don't care about the risk of it. And my thing when I was thinking is that people from backgrounds that are working class or backgrounds where, you know...
Ethnic minority
in general, but like working class could be anyone though. It could be people that are working white as well.
To be fair, true.
So it's just working class in general. It's like we have a mindset where it's like you shouldn't invest your last amount of money. You should save that, be financially responsible. But I think that also holds us back because you shouldn't be financially responsible to the point where you don't use anything towards the goals that you want because you feel like it's a risk. Yeah. But think about it. If your bracket is always going to be like, I don't know, 25K annually and you never take a risk, you're never going to do anything.
Yeah, true.
So it's like I think as a community, we should really like just put stuff towards our goals. Like that's what we were talking about because we were talking about like business ideas, all this stuff, right? Yeah. And this conversation came up. So I was like, why don't we just make the episode about that?
Yeah.
So the question basically is like, why do you think we have this train of thought? Like what do you think the difference is?
Like, people like us or people similar to us or
similar to us in our backgrounds
hold themselves back
and have the mentality of like risk is like danger.
Let me not do this because I'm gonna waste the money, it's not gonna work out, or I need the money.
Exactly.
Okay, I have a really good idea for this. So people who don't know us, let's give our background. We come from working class background,
obviously,
right?
I think most people in like West London
growing up we were definitely working class. Growing up we definitely didn't have money. Dad worked, mum was at home, and then at some point mum got a job and dad got a job because things were tough.
I mean, they were always working from back then, to be fair. Mum was working.
No, mum wasn't working.
When we were kids?
Yeah, when we were kids, mum was at home. So that's our background. And obviously now I have a corporate job. I work in the legal sector.
Yeah.
Make good money. You work in, I don't even know what sector you work in, to be honest.
Like, it's consultancy, client.
Yeah, basically. Is that corporate? Kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Right. Whatever. Both went to university. That's our background. Bad debt. Okay. Moving on. I personally think, I can only speak for people who look like us, for example. So grew up like that, you know, grew up on free school meal, which I don't even think is that bad to be fair. But
it's not,
people make it sound like it's
not crazy, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
I think our parents programmed us to be like, go to university. Once you go to university, you have the door to go to get a good job. And when you get that good job, you start saving. And when you save, you can, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else, but in the Somali community, I've never heard of my mom saying, you could buy the house.
Ethnic in general,
you can travel. Why are you telling me to wake up?
Is that your alarm?
Yeah, 8:30.
It's such a fancy alarm. Mine's
No, I changed mine.
Oh my God. That's a fancy alarm.
It's because when I'm working from home, I wake up at 8:30.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Because I start at like 10.
Mm.
Anyway, but so our parents don't really be like, oh, go start a business, put this towards your business, go start a podcast, go start a youth festival, YouTube podcast, social media was never it's never a thing. But if you follow my old vlogs, you'll know it took a long time for my parents to even get on board.
It's so funny the struggle you went through. I just literally went through. It's really funny. Lazy.
Yeah, but it's something, you know.
But I can't lie, mum always had a mentality where it's like business though. She's always done that. And even also dad. Yeah, I can't lie.
I think with them was always financial, like.
Yeah, like they always
just
said
being
do something.
more savvy, that's it. But I feel like if they had the finances and the savviness.
They would have done it.
They would have, it would have been different.
Because they've had similar ideas to what we have now.
Right.
So, yeah.
Anyway, so my brain works in a way where like, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it and no one is getting in my way.
Yeah.
It didn't matter if it was my dad. It didn't matter if it was my mom.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm very good. I know that sounds very like scary to most people.
It's just like,
because some people will say like, I don't know how to tell my parents this and this and this. But when I started YouTube.
Yeah, you said charge it, bruv.
I didn't care what their opinion was.
No, you don't say like that.
As in like, I didn't care what their opinion was because they were allowed to have their opinion.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to let their opinion stop me from what I could see.
Because you knew what you were doing is something you wanted to do.
Because I knew what I was doing wasn't against anything. It wasn't going to bring this shame of this woman being on the internet like most people believe.
Yeah.
I genuinely believed in what I was doing. And what I was doing I felt like was beneficial. So anyway.
Because you had a long-term thingy. Right. But also.
But even, it wasn't even long-term. It was more like.
As in like I feel like you've always been someone that like, you know what I mean? You just like always been on, like you just like it. You like being on camera. You like doing that. You're passionate about it. Yeah. And in your later things, you kind of saw things working in a certain way. So it made sense for you. It's like, it's almost like a business. You being online is a business. So they didn't see it at that. Because think about the time, like you started. That's why.
Obviously, yeah.
So now when I'm like here, it's different because it's a different time.
Which I think I kind of envy that because if I was you, you're like what, 5th somewhere? In the decking order, 6th. 4th, sorry.
Don't forget my position.
I feel like it's much easier for you to now to bring up something and they're not going to be like,
yeah, because you
do you know what I mean?
Put it down for me.
Whereas I was the guinea pig. If I said I'm going to go outside, it would be like, well, why are you going outside? Why do you need to do that? And then 100 questions, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But back to my point. My point is, ethnic minority parents, especially coming from working class, struggling backgrounds, they don't see the value in take the risk and let's see what happens because the option is not there. Let's be for real.
It's true, yeah.
If
you take that risk, it takes out from something else.
If I was back when I was starting uni and I said to my parents, I'm not going to go to university, I don't think that would have went down well, number one. If I said, actually, mom and dad, I'm going to work for 3 years, the entire money I earn from working, I'm going to make a business from it, they probably would have laughed in my face.
I think they would have had a hard time.
They would have had a hard time and they would have been disappointed and they would have laughed in my face.
But I think it was the smartest thing for you not to do that because you learned so much in the field that you were in.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, and you didn't even have that aspiration, but as in like...
100%.
I feel like sometimes it works for people, sometimes it does work for people. And when you come from a background, you're already at a disadvantage. It takes even more willpower to become more successful.
It takes more...
You have to be delusional.
It takes more for you to convince yourself to do it. Then actually, when you see other people being negative, it kind of kicks you.
100%.
And that's how everything worked for me.
Yeah.
I would see people be negative, people be negative online, and I'd say to myself, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to do this because I know it's worth something.
Yeah.
But back to my original point, which was why do we not take risks? One is because either there's not enough money coming into the home, so you feel like you have to put your own passion, your own desire, your own thing that you want to do on the side because you're watching people you love make ends meet and struggle to make ends meet. So you think it's selfish.
It's selfish, literally.
It's selfish, one. And I believe that with most eldest siblings and most girls will fall into
even
this
boys
category.
I just think that most of the pressure, like when you get your first like corporate job and you're working, you'll think your whole main thing you've been doing this for is to relieve the pressure from your family, right? And also do the job that you enjoy.
Literally.
So when you're doing both things at a time and then you're like, actually, no, wait, I'm going to actually put like 5K into the business I'm starting, bond the rent, or like you guys help or find another alternative. You're then putting them in an uncomfortable position where they're like, oh my God, wait, he or she doesn't want to pay something.
Yeah.
It shows a reflection of like selfishness or something, but it's actually not that. It's like, it's so unfortunate that you can't do the thing that you wanted to because you're in a position where you have to wait and balance it out. Then it takes you longer than that idea could go. Or then your passion could just decrease. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just...
Right. So that's one point. The other point is a lot of people are thinking, well, why am I going to save all this money when I'm going to get married and have kids anyway? So I might as well save for wedding. I might as well save for my future home.
That's crazy.
And I just think this one is one where I genuinely I get worried because the one where people are like, if I'm going to, instead of putting 5 to 3K to my business, I know a wedding is going to be expensive, so I might as well save for a wedding. But there's people out there who have created businesses and startups, they've gotten married and they've had kids.
Also, you can have a quiet wedding.
Exactly. It might be a stretch, but it's still possible. The other thing is people feel like it's too late, or their thing that they want to do is not that strong enough.
No, guys, it's never too late.
Because people don't believe that people will actually back them. And for example, case study, if you look at Vella, I'm wearing Vella every single day. I'm pretty sure when Vella started, I did not think she was going to think there would be the hunger and the greed that people go through to fight to get a hijab and pay £21 with shipping from the US all around the entire world. I don't believe she sat there and thought, this is going to be how it's going to work out. This is how people are going to fight to get my hijabs.
Yeah.
She made an exclusive list, right? People want to get the hijabs. I'm on that website every single time. I check the Instagram every single time because I know what I want from them, right?
You started the passion for the hunger.
No, I didn't start. It was already there, but I just got into it late. Yeah. But that's my point. So I feel like a lot of people think people are not going to back my business. People are not going to really like it. They're not going to enjoy it. Who's going to support me? Like, who's going to really back me like that? Yeah. My thing is, you genuinely have to believe in your delusion and yourself.
You have to be so delusional.
You have to back yourself to the point where you cannot let someone else interfere with the way you think about yourself. Do you know what I mean? And that even comes with not just business, but yourself. Your confidence, who you are. Yeah. Whatever. Again, those are some of the reasons why I believe that people don't really take risks. Yeah. But my thing is, we're in a fortunate position. If you have come from this background and now you are in a job that you earn decent money and you feel like that's not your dream job, there's no point in time where you can later on go back once life gets busier and harder. You're in the perfect spot right now, even if you feel like you're not. Yeah. You might be in the perfect spot for you to actually start moving towards something.
This would be the best time because later on, you could get married.
But I don't even think marriage should stop you from that.
Marriage shouldn't stop you from that. But say you get married, then you're pregnant, you have a child.
It doesn't matter. I don't think it should stop you from that.
It shouldn't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't believe in.
But it's not that it should stop you. It makes it more harder because there's other things you're doing. It's hard to balance stuff together. It's hard to balance being married and having a normal life and like having a day-to-day going to job, all this stuff, because other stuff you have to do. If you get pregnant now, there's another thing you have to think about. So it's not about that the marriage stops it, because obviously it's not. It's the thing that it's part of your deen.
That like when you get married and have children, that's it. That becomes your
entire
life.
No, it's part of your deen. You've fulfilled half your deen. You're also with someone that you obviously love and you care about. But then people then start to lose their passion because they get comfortable living how they are. That's more where it is. I don't think it's a marriage that is the issue. Is you start to get comfortable within the marriage and you're like, actually, you know what? But now we both work. We can just blah blah blah. Yeah. Then you lose your passion about what you were doing.
Yeah, no.
So that's why people normally don't.
And I feel
like
like that's why I always say I can't marry a non-ambitious man. Because
you want someone to keep pushing you even when you're married.
I'm ambitious. I'm ambitious. I'm so sorry, but I just am. That's the way I am. I can't turn it off. It might naturally be like, okay, I've got to where I want to be and I'm okay and I can just, but I know whether I have kids, whether I don't have kids, whether I'm married, whether I'm not married, I'm an ambitious woman. I need someone who can pivot. Yeah. Like you want someone that can pivot with you, not someone that's going to hold you back. There's a difference between someone holding you back.
Genuinely.
And then another one is someone actually being a great person, but they don't support you. They don't back your ideas.
Like if I was
They're kind of being a negative Nancy. Yeah. Just leave it. Maybe next year. Maybe. Yeah. I don't like that.
No, I don't like that.
Because that's a secret killer.
Literally every single time. I feel like that's what I'm good at. When people come to me and say, I want to do this, I want to do that, I always say, just do it. Like, if it came into your head, there's a reason. I believe if it came into your head, there's a reason why it's in your head. Like, it's a sign. Yeah. Like, you should be doing it. Especially when the same thing is in your head for ages. Like, yeah. I've had something in my head for ages.
I have a really good story time for you guys, but I'm keeping it behind the scenes at the moment.
Yeah.
But you guys will understand later on why this conversation came up.
Yeah. But I've had something in my head for like decades. I'd say like how long? I don't even know. Like
maybe like 3-4 years.
3-4 like since I'd say like sixth form. I've been doing this and I've had it in my head for time. And I always thought like, I don't know, like it's always in my head. And the thing like I'm thinking of like, it's obviously something to do. Like it's obviously something like I want to build. It's never left my head. and randomly every single day I keep coming up with different things for it. And I feel like when something's in your head for that long, I feel like it's like a sign it's sign from God that it's just meant to be. And like, you shouldn't really ignore something. And I understand like when people are working, like they don't want to use a fat chunk of their salary to potentially go to something that cannot work.
Yeah.
But think about it, guys. You spend that on things that, other than that, you spend it on materialistic. That you buy clothes, you can buy takeaway, and by the end of the month, let's say you spent like what, £200 a takeaway, or you spent on clothes like £300. Then you go out for like £250. Like you could put all that on something else that you're doing.
But I also think there's a greater conversation as to when do parents understand that young people also want to build their lives.
No, but I think
parents... And I don't think that's spoken about, especially in ethnic minority households.
No, like, I don't think it is to that level, but I don't think it comes from a place where they don't want you to build your life. I think they see risky...
Some do.
In toxic family households, yes. But I think the majority...
I think that affects, the one I'm talking about right now, affects guys more than girls, but it's covert. The guys don't see it up 100%. Until they start getting married and there's another woman coming into the family. Yeah. And I just don't... And that's why I feel like a lot of women just don't want to risk anything.
Genuinely.
Because we've seen it happen in front of multiple people's eyes.
Yeah.
But then...
Case studies of this.
But then it's like, that's my mom. I'm not saying you don't disrespect your mom, but
obviously you don't.
There's a difference between your mom understanding you have your own life.
Yeah.
And you're starting your own family and you need to support your family because that's what you do.
Yeah.
And also another conversation is, when does looking after your family and your parents become so detriment to your future where you can't actually move forward, but you have to support, and then you're stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
And then what happens with that? Because most of us don't have the privilege of being like, oh, mom and dad, can you help me out for this? Or mom and dad, can you give me this money? Or
you are the help.
You are the help, literally. Yeah. So sometimes I get really annoyed when I see these like podcasts and things like that online. And it's like, obviously, these families have not only just got support from their families, because their families support you or even give you something, but it's like you don't have that support. You don't have the language support.
I just think it's just unfair though, just because
you don't have even research support. No one understands it until you explain it. You'd rather do everything by yourself anyway, or hire other people to help you, or the social media.
You're like seeking knowledge as well because it's not ever come to you.
And your family won't ever understand it and don't understand like what's.
But I think it's unfair to like. That's not something we can like come at them for because
100%.
Yeah, no, I know you're not saying. I'm just saying in general, like, people will see some might interpret it the wrong way. It's not something you can come at them for because they've been in a position where they've only known survival. So you can't go to someone that's only known that and then be like, listen, I'm going to spend $5,000 on something that I have an idea of. They're going to think mental crisis here. Like, what's going on?
But I also think a lot of families get comfortable.
Definitely, but. In the relation where you're talking about like the sons of 100%, I feel like some mothers do not know how to let go of their sons. They want to be with them. They want to be the accessory to their life forever. Yep. But the reason you had a child...
you know what's funny? Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. The reason you had a child is so that they can have a life after you. And then you can be in that life after with them, with their kids, with their family. But you want to be... I don't know what you want to be, but you want to be in that family, immediate family. You want to be there.
And I think there's two things. I think there are some...
That would drive me crazy. Yeah.
That would drive. I can't.
That would drive.
Because you know what it is? If I already, for example, a lot of people on the internet love to just speak sometimes and they love to come for us, even though we're really, truly speaking facts. But if I can afford the lifestyle that I give myself, I'm an ambitious woman. I can go where I want. I can buy what I want. Thank God. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
I have a really good job. Alhamdulillah. I'm in a career that I like. I'm able to do social media, podcast, this, that, the other. I'm doing so many things in my day-to-day, from a corporate job to podcast to TikTok to Instagram to this to this.
Yeah, genuinely, I feel like I don't sleep.
I genuinely feel like I don't sleep either. I mean, you sleep.
No, continue, but I don't sleep, definitely.
My brain is working overtime 7 days a week doing things.
Yeah.
On top of having my social life, my personal life, my family life, my cats, this, cleaning, cooking, baking, cast, this, whatever, right?
Yeah.
You then want to put me in a position to be with somebody when I could do all these things by myself. Because I was having this conversation by myself in my own head. I was thinking while I was planning the podcast. That sounds crazy. I was planning the podcast. And I was,
right, let's
connect
pause
this topic.
There.
Connect this topic. My household has 7 people?
Yeah.
7 people and 2 cats.
No, 6 people.
Mum included.
Oh.
6 people.
No, it's 6 people. We lost one.
Yes, we lost one. 6 people. She got married. We didn't lose her.
Hell yeah.
Right. With 2 cats. Big house. Busy career. Busy personal life. Busy social media life. Cook, clean, tidy, fix, buy, groceries, garden cleaning, front cleaning, change the bin, do my sheets. get myself to the bar, do my hair, go to the hairdresser, paint my nails, go to work, go to the workout if I want to.
Can I make a song?
Buy whatever I want. You think someone who can run a household and do that already in their home?
Shit, yeah.
Because some people think, and then you expect me to get married and leave all of your ambition at the door because you're going to be a mom. This is why I don't understand.
I saw a comment like that where you said this is why...
you're going to be single forever, both of you. That's
this is why you're going to be single for... Guys, you know what?
Let me finish my point. I'm not finished.
Sorry.
I'm getting annoyed now because this is the stuff that they don't understand. It's someone who can do that.
Hands are up.
As a single girl who lives in her house. You're telling me to cut my income, one, if that's the kind of person you want to marry, cool, good for you. For me, no. Because I get my income, I have the job, I have the career, and I do all of these things simultaneously across my entire life of 28 years living in this earth. Alhamdulillah, praise God.
Yeah.
And I'm able to manage myself and then manage my parents on top of that.
Yeah.
And help my parents on top of that. And provide them with whatever they need. A holiday here, a cheeky this there, a cheeky little shop here, a cheeky little da-da, and they don't have to worry about much. They don't have to worry about rent or council tax or bills and this and that. And you want to tell me...
Firstly, council tax, watch yourself.
Council tax needs to get
watch yourself.
And then you plan to tell me, actually, no, I prefer a non-working woman who's not ambitious because you're going to be a mum. Okay, let me question, big boy. Let me ask you something.
Boy.
Let me ask you something.
Big boy.
So all the things I'm leaving behind, all that I just listed that I'm leaving behind.
Nah, we need to clip that, big boy.
You're gonna pick it up. Are you gonna pick it up? Is that a tab you're gonna pick up? When you're telling me to leave my job, not have a job.
I wouldn't want you to pay for my family stuff.
Are you the millionaire that's gonna be able to back my entire mom and dad and everything that I just left? Because remember, our families don't have generational wealth. They don't have money sitting in a pot being like, it's okay, Hannah, don't worry about rent today. I'm just going to sit at home and I'll be able to do everything, because most of us wouldn't be in the positions that we are in and we wouldn't seek high-paying careers if our parents had that background. But nobody wants to have that conversation. Everyone just wants to villainize.
That's so
villainize.
Yeah.
Is that I'm saying the right word?
Villainize.
And act like we're being antagonistic and just big-headed and crazy. But ask yourself the real and genuine and important question. If you're telling me to leave my house, I already have 2 children with my 2 cats and 6 people that I live with, and I provide food and family and shelter and electricity and
Calm
heat.
down.
I mean, we all do, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're able to manage our home and have a luxury, beautiful life. Alhamdulillah, praise God. You want me to leave all of that?
Please, alhamdulillah, say it along.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, yeah. You want me to, and I'm saying this for most girls out there who are like us.
Most people are the same.
Most girls or boys who are like us. Boys, it makes sense because they're boys.
Yeah, but there's so
I'm
many
not talking
girls.
about boys because I can't relate because I don't know your struggle. I'm talking about women, girls like us, Somali girls like us, Muslim girls like us, ethnic minority.
Eldest
daughters, or just girls. Doesn't matter because sometimes the eldest daughter isn't the one doing that. Sometimes it could be any girl in this family.
True, yeah.
You're telling me, and you're on the internet telling us we're crazy and we just want to be this, that, the other, and we're ugly because that's all you can say. But really and truly, when you deep that entire sentence spiel that I just said, are you willing
to take over
man who wants me to not work and this and just be a housewife because you think we live in the Ottoman Empire and you're rich and I'm just a beautiful woman that's at home? Who's going to do all of that?
That's you doing 3 tabs.
Who's
your family.
Going to do all of that?
That's your family, my family, and our family.
Exactly. Who's going to do all of that? On top of that, you think that when we start a family, that your one salary
can sort out the whole world.
2.5 is going to sort out my entire lifestyle, the thing that I left, your lifestyle, and any future kids we have.
You mean 2,500?
2,500, 2.5.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Most people
families.
2.5, 2.3, 2.1.
That's
2.7, 2.8
but that's what I'm saying. People's delusion comes from the fact that they're saying they're going to marry billionaires, millionaires.
I think it's a setup. It's a setup game, and I think social media has added to it. And I think people have taken bits and bobs of the religion and they just smothered it onto a sheet, and they just, not a sheet, but like in their own brain, and they just run with it. They don't actually think practical. I know people who are married who don't support their families.
Because they can't.
Or they're struggling to even support themselves.
Yeah, so that's...
I am so sorry, but if getting married is that's the cost of getting married to a man, I don't want it.
Yeah,
my mum is not, and dad are not going to beg on the streets or not be able to have a home or
but they're not that dire. But as in, like, if
people don't want to be honest, people genuinely don't want to be honest.
I don't think anyone would be that dire if you get married. They still can take care of themselves. But the thing is that if you are not even like
work 5 days a week and she's 65 and she's tired and she's old and you're not contributing, you're not even helping her, you're not doing nothing. And you're
just
here
because you can't afford it.
You're gallivanting.
And then also, some people also still refuse to work and just say the husband should just work. But then that's insane when your family are depending on you, not your husband. I get it.
I just genuinely don't understand. People don't think. People think when they see other cultures doing it, other cultures got money. Okay? Somali community, not all of us have money. Maybe a small percentage of us have generational wealth. Most of us don't have generational wealth. We're first gen Somalis. Let's be for real.
Yeah.
When you see Arab families doing this, they have generational wealth. When you see Indian families doing it, they have generational. Some of them, yeah, not everyone. I'm saying, so don't think because you see something on the internet that's going to be your life because the man provides. If a man was going to provide, every man would be perfect in this entire world.
Yeah.
Just think about the way you grew up. Was the man in your life perfect? No.
Unless he was.
And then go from there. Again, people don't want to have that conversation. And it brings me back to ambitious and being creative and doing things and really genuinely like being cutthroat in your life. If you're in a position where you feel like you want to build a better life for yourself, you have to learn how to delegate. I struggled with this my entire life.
I feel like I'm better at that.
No, there's two things in me. I'm an older sister, so I like to be in control.
You do.
If I delegate to you and I think, Nani, can you pay council tax? And you haven't done it that same day when I asked you. And I asked you the next day and you haven't done it.
When have you ever delegated something and I never do it?
For example.
No, I'm saying in general, you just overthink in your head because everything I do it on time.
I just want to get it.
No,
so I don't have to think because you know what it is.
You have a thing in your head, a tick in your head. Literally, I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
If there's a thing to do, she'll have a tick in her. She'll be like, I'll sort it, but I can sort it. I'll sort it. Leave it. Just do what you want. Just do what you want. Why would I do that? I'm part of the thing, so I'll do it. But I don't think I've ever not done something you said. It's just something in your head.
No, I think it's an older sibling thing. My thing is, the issue with me being an older sister and anyone who's in a position like me is, I didn't know. I developed anxiety from certain things I've experienced.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that I had that. Yeah. So if I say to you, can you pay the council tax please, or can you do it? And then let me know and send me the receipt because I need to have proof because councils be lying.
They lie, yeah.
One, haven't done it. I'll give you the day for that. I'll be fine for the day. And you have it done the next day. And then you have it done the next day. I will start getting this like heavy, like someone sat on my chest.
Because you just get... Is that you think the government's going to chase out?
You know what? I think it's because at some point we did experience homelessness. We did. So that's never left me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I don't ever want to feel like that ever again.
It wasn't homelessness.
It wasn't
this like homelessness to people was like the street on the street.
No, not the street, but like we moved. Our landlord kicked us out. We had private landlord.
They just took it back randomly.
And they just took it back randomly.
They're not even allowed to do that.
My parents were not prepared. Yeah. They had no idea what to do. They had no money to even quickly go somewhere else, like a hotel. And we just had to sit in the council for like a couple of days and be like, excuse me, and just stay with different people.
We stayed with our family.
Questionable. But some of us stayed with family, some of us stayed, I don't know, with somebody else.
Family.
Really know.
It was just another side of the family.
I don't claim that. Anyway, so that feeling of not knowing and like being helpless.
Yeah.
And
it was like a state
of
shock.
What can I do? I remember saying to myself,
what can I do?
I was a kid, but feeling like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do?
Yeah, but you don't know what to do.
And then you're seeing your parents not have a language, like they're having language issues.
I think that's what made it difficult.
The people are being rude and difficult. They're just like telling them and they're not really helping them.
That's why I get so pissed off when I'm at work and I see someone, like even when I was doing like internships, I remember when I was working in like, it's like a consultancy firm, it's like a business one. And the way they speak to people that come in that like don't know English is insane. Yeah. And they were just like checking the places because the point was it was a like a firm, and what we were doing was to help bridge the gap between literally what you just said, homelessness. So funny. And it was to give.
To me, that was homeless. That was the first time I experienced.
No, that wasn't homelessness though.
It wasn't like homelessness on the street. It was more like we came from a home our entire life to we don't even know
it's
where we're
almost
going.
like, you know, when you
it's that shock that went into me.
It's the anxiety, but it's like when you're paying rent and they just the people that own the house, they come, they said we want the place back because he was giving it back to his son or something because he got married, and I was like, we were paying rent, you can't do that.
They didn't give us 1 month morning
because it's illegal. It's also illegal to do that. It's illegal to do that, but obviously our parents,
they gave us like a week.
Yeah,
we
but our
used to do the week with like 4 or 5 kids.
You're not more than a week, but with kids, you have to give a month's notice for any eviction. But it wasn't even eviction though, because you didn't give a letter. It wasn't
eviction. He gave us a section 20, whatever it's called,
for his son to have the house.
Literally,
like how insane is that?
And it wasn't even like, and he was just like, I don't care. Like
like just
no help, no
kids, everything.
The only people that helped our parents was like this community. That go here, go speak to this, go speak to this.
It was family, and
they don't have money for lawyers. They don't have money to go this. They don't have money for this. They don't.
And we were all truthless kids. So like
I was like 10, 11.
And we were all less than that, bruv.
And you were
so
younger
like
than me.
what use can we even be?
Imagine that feeling. I just don't want to, it's never left me. I never want to experience it again.
Yeah.
So I feel like when people look at me being, and they think I'm this conservative, ambitious, rod up my ass person, that's not the case.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But
it's just life experiences change you and make you different.
No, it just makes you see like stuff. And I think that's what also drives you to be a lawyer, is that you saw so much. I saw so much injustice. There's so much, not even just us though, like there's several things I think that inspired you to become a lawyer. And that's why there's certain drive behind it. But when I was working there, I just saw like the way people change their manner when they hear someone speaking with the English tone. Literally when I was at work, one of my managers has like an accent, right? It's not even a crazy accent. And the guy that was speaking on the phone with me, so rude. He was like, oh, I think she's from like Eastern European or something. Thank God you have like an accent I can hear clearly. And I thought, how insane is that? That's literally racism. But it's like the way they talk to people from immigrant or like slightly different backgrounds is insane. And they try, and that would never have happened if mum and dad were like us now. Never. They wouldn't even try it, because we would straight get a lawyer and be like, you can't do that, you idiot.
Like I sent one email to Mom's thingy, they got back to me the same day.
Exactly.
Don't play with me.
Is a crazy level of like just.
I think if it's part of elitism,
just because you don't understand the language.
Part of elitism, part of it.
Literally, but then it takes, and then right now, if someone was to do that now in the place now we're in, it's like you wouldn't even try, bruv. Because we would get you.
And I think that's what I'm saying. I think we are privileged in that sense.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we are privileged in that sense. We are privileged to have a home. We are privileged to have money coming in. We are privileged to be able to make decisions like, oh, we're going to make a podcast and spend money on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are in a.
But that's why sometimes when people say like, oh, like these are Tories, I'm just thinking like the way
I've never been a Tory in my life.
Just please, you don't even understand my political beliefs, just shush. But I just find it so insane to judge someone that you don't know. But I actually, when people leave bad comments, it doesn't affect me, because I just think, babes, what do I always tell you? When people leave a bad comment.
Why do you care?
Or, no, just like
they're bored. Why do you care?
No, what's the only thing? What's the first thing I always say?
Don't look at the comments.
No, no, that's the only one that saying certain stuff. But what do I always say? Use your brain, Hannah. I always
don't know. It's too early.
Okay, I always
recording before work. I don't know.
True. I always say, let them say whatever they want. At the end of the day, we're both gonna die, and like we're both gonna die. And the more you speak about me and you backbite about me, you're giving me your good deeds. So send them over. He's literally fine. Like
cancel out my ones.
Cancel out my one of like, you know, when you're just speaking, you just say the F-bomb or blah, blah, just take it out, man.
Cancel out my ones, because I've been listening to music a lot, you know.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Cancel out.
It's all right.
But that's why I always say, because I feel like some people forget. Like they'll say things, the most craziest things. Like literally, we're going through our TikTok block comments, and there was so much, and we didn't even know. I didn't even know it does that.
200 comments.
Also, TikTok guys, if you don't get a response from me, I am responding. TikTok's just blocking my comments.
It's not showing us comments. I don't understand.
Yeah,
unless people are deleting their own comments.
No, because I interact with comments and it removes some of my stuff. So I'm not airing you. If you think I'm airing you, it just is blocking.
And we don't even have filtered comments on.
Yeah, it just is random. But I say what you want, because at the end of the day, you can judge me or judge us, but I feel like I know who I am. Obviously, God knows who I am. And we'll see each other at the day of judgment. So don't worry about it. Because you don't know me. So to even talk about me or say something, you'd have to get forgiveness from me. So like,
and
continue.
I don't think we're in the business of like trying to
I don't care.
And I think that's what gets people mad.
I genuinely
don't care. We don't sit here trying to prove ourselves to the people in the comments. I don't care what you think about me. That's
genuinely,
your business.
They think, like, I've seen comments that they're literally speculating. And I think, how bizarre of you to speculate something you do not know. And then sit here and then try to give Islamic, they try to give Islamic stuff back. Like one person was saying like, oh, you guys should be sisters, you should be mindful, da da da. Then I saw their same page on another thing, just chatting about shit.
What have I said?
Just chatting shit. Like,
okay.
But they were like, casting, I'm thinking, how do we...
This podcast is genuinely about us, okay?
Yeah, genuinely.
We are sisters, okay? We speak over each other. Yeah. We might irritate you guys when you're listening. I'm so sorry about that.
I don't think we irritate.
Spotify
I feel
listeners.
like majority of people are very positive. You just have a couple angry people, like they're just mad.
We have no filter and we speak how we actually speak at home. Yeah. There's nothing changed in here.
I feel like you guys they will see it once we just start doing like things with them.
There's nothing scripted in here. We have topics, we have ideas, we have conversations, or we catch up over a week because we actually don't see each other that often.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's literally, it's not produced. We don't have a producer. There's nobody in here with us. It's literally just us. So if you don't like it, click off. If you like it, welcome. Thank you. Subscribe. Thank you very much. But our podcast is not going to be about what you want it to be about. It's going to be about what we're going through in the day, what we're thinking about.
I just think it's so pointless to sit here and have conversations about nothing. Literally. If I want to sit and I want to talk about something that I feel like, for example, this was actually something we were talking about literally the whole week.
Literally.
Because there's stuff going on behind the scenes. We
have this conversation all the time.
And I think... But you know what's so funny? When we have this conversation, there's always my friend on the phone or something, and then we'll all have this conversation, all the people over, and everyone always says, oh, this is such a good like convo. Yeah. So why would I not want to share it with you lot then?
Literally, yeah.
You're not here to always hear us talk about things.
All in good time, guys. All in good time, guys. I had a tragic.
Oh, you had a tragic.
I had
week.
A tragic moment, and I'm vlogging the whole process. So hopefully you guys will see.
Are you?
Yeah. That day that I found out, I literally made a TikTok video and I haven't posted it yet. I'm just waiting for it to post at the right time.
Yeah, do it at the right time.
Once things are like.
But guys, I feel like you guys. I feel like they're really gonna like. Hopefully. I think they're gonna like it.
Hopefully. I mean, I don't know. It's scary, but you have to take a risk. Do you know what I mean?
Guys, I would jump for the moon and miss the stars.
Honestly, no, I feel like
jump for the moon and miss the stars.
I was going to come back to this soft life thing, by the way, before we go. Everybody wants a soft life, but nobody actually wants to work to get the soft life.
Guys, I don't want a soft life. I want to be to the point. This is my idea of reached. Everything's taken care of. I can build a charity or just give my charity like I'm paying tax.
Okay. That's got a name.
What?
The philanthropist. You want to do philanthropy?
No, I just want to build charity. I just want to, as in like, I'm saying that I'm so settled that I can just give.
That's philanthropy.
Is it?
Yes. Well, then I'm a philanthropist. Rich and you can give people money to charity and build like these things where people
people, like you want to build it, go.
Yeah.
You want to do this here.
It's called a philanthropist.
That's what I would do.
Right.
And you know what I would actually do? From where we're from, originally.
I'm trying to think. Where were you from?
Where I'm from originally? No. The area we grew up in, I would put money there.
Oh, right.
I'd put money. I think, I'd put money.
I wouldn't put money. I wouldn't grow up. I wouldn't give money to the government, can't I?
It's not for the government.
It would be.
Would it be for the government? No, you can build stuff there.
You're giving money to the area. You're giving it to the council.
I'm not giving it to the council.
That's what it is.
Okay, then I would have to make something.
Let's make your own thing.
The council, I just think that... I don't want to get sued, so I'm not going to say anything, but...
Right.
Watch yourself.
Right, anyway, so my point is, everybody wants a soft life. I'm going to end it here and we can pick it up next week.
Yeah.
Everyone wants a soft life, but they don't want to work for the soft life. People think it's just going to magically happen.
Yeah, it's not.
Because you marry to the soft life. I mean, you can. You can, but I feel like you should always have something for your own pocket. We're going to leave the conversation here. Please like and subscribe, guys. We're also now monetized, so please don't skip the ads.
Thank you so much.
Crazy that we did it in 5 months. I can't lie.
Yeah, and it was
major achievement. You guys as well. And as a thank you, we are planning something.
We are
a little intimate thing for our listeners.
Yeah.
More shall be posted on Instagram. Please keep an eye out. So we'll see you next week.
Bye.